visible to all of you? Is my voice is clear to all of you? Again, I want to check. Please confirm through your group chat. All good? Okay. 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 Stop writing. I'm going to my. I'm just leaving this group chat panel. I'm going to my Linux. Okay. Don't write any message. I'm not able to see your message now. So what is the requirement of operator overloading or how to implement operator overloading in C++? To understand that concept, I'm implementing some program, and after that you can easily identify as include. Sorry, let I have a C++ program as include IOStream. What is the requirement of operator overloading? Using namespace yesterday, let I have a class having the name person. Just clearly identify. Please concentrate here. What is the requirement of operator overloading? What I'm just giving, why this program I'm writing, to understand what is the requirement of operator overloading mechanism. So let I have a class having the name person. To represent a person, as you know, I am taking name attribute and let age attribute. To initialize the value, to set the value of name, to set the value of age, I have a constructor. That's a parameterized constructor. N value is stored inside name and a value is stored inside age. And let I have a print method to display the value of person object. Just print what is the value of name. Print what is the value of name, take some spaces. And print what is the value of age and take a new line. I think this program is not new for us. Already we know how to use constructor, we know how to implement some method. Up to it, operator overloading requirement is not clear here. First, let me allow the basics program. After that, I will explain what is the requirement of operator overloading. I want to create the object of person class. Object 1 is created. It's required to provide the value. Let the name is given and age is given. And after that, I'm just printing the information of object 1. If I will compile this much, G++ main.c++, there is no any error. And if I will run, I am getting the information of object 1. Like object 1, I want to create second object. So let I am creating another object, object 2, providing the name and let providing the age parameter, and object 2 is also printed, and let do this one, that's printed, value is printed. If I will compile the program, there is no any error, and if I will run, so two objects informations are printed here, right? First object, name is Raja, value is 21. Second object, name is Rani and age is 23. Up to it, what the concept we implemented in this program, all the concept we studied previously in class and object, in constructor, destructor mechanisms, all the things already we know. I think in this program, there is no any doubt. Before going to operator overloading, first confirm in your group chat, is this program is clear? to all of you. Or if any doubts, you can share there. I don't think any doubts should be in this program. So please confirm in your group chat, is that program is clear to all of you? Yes, Asutosh, Satyam, Soumya, I got your response. Right. Very good. Vishwajit, Susri, yes, okay. Nice. So that's a very simple program. Very simple program using constructor and class and object mechanism. Very good. Vishwajit, Udit Raj, I got a response. So let I am leaving this response panel and going to my Linux platform. Please concentrate carefully. On this program now I will explain what is the requirement of operator overloading mechanism. Please concentrate. I want to identify, please concentrate. I want to identify, yes, one and OBJ2. Two objects are there. Object 1 and object 2. Two persons are there. What I want to do now, I want to find which person is bigger one. Means we can tell I want to find the maximum person, max between two this person. So you can identify if you are comparing two persons to find who is max, means which age is bigger, I think. If you want to compare two persons to find the max between them person, so I think that it's not required to compare the name to find out which max they. Which parameter or which attribute is required to compare to find out which object is max? I don't think name is required to compare to find the max. Object 1 is max or object 2 is max. What is required for that? Instead of name comparison, we have to compare only, yes, we have to compare only age. Object 1 age is 21 and object 2 age is 23. So if you will ask me, object 1 is max or object 2 is max, so you can easily identify, sir, 100% object 2 is max. Why? To find the max between two persons, it's not required to compare the name, it's required to compare the age. And when you are comparing the age, we know 23 is greater than 21. That's why 23 belongs to object 2. So who is max here? I think Rani is max. So for that, what we are doing? We have to implement some control structure, decision-making control structure. I will write if object 1 is greater than object 2. Yes, I'm writing. If object 1 is greater than object 2, then just give some message. Object 1 is max. Just give some message to the user. Object 1 dot name age is max and take a slash. If the condition is false, just give some message to the user. Who is the max now? Object 2 dot name, whatever the name is there, age max. So I think according to our value, what the value we given in object 1 and what the value we given in object 2, according to their value, I think here if part should not execute. Which part should execute here? Else part, because your object 2 age is bigger. So what the output is expected? I think object 2 dot name. What is the object 2 dot name? Yes, Rani age is max. So if I will compile the program, let's check. If I will compile G++ main.c++, you can identify. Please concentrate here. Please concentrate. I am not getting any output. I am getting some error. And what this error told me, it's giving some error. No match operator greater than to compare object 1 and what? Object 2. C++ is telling Object 1 is a person types of variable. Object 2 is a person type of variable. And C++ don't know how to implement greater than operator to compare to person type of variable. Yes, C++ know how to compare to integer type of value, how to implement relational operator on float type of value. C++ know greater than operator how to implement with integer, greater than operator how to implement with float, but C++ don't know how to implement greater than operator with a person type of variable. Is that clear? C++ know previously how to implement greater than operator with two integers value or two with integers variable. C++ know previously how to implement greater than operator with two float variable, but C++ don't know how to implement greater than operator with two person variable, right? So person is our data type. That's we created. C++ don't know previously what was person. C++ knowing person because we implemented a class having the name person. But we cannot implement the operator directly with our data type. Main thing is what here? Just concentrate. If I will use the digital whiteboard, you can identify how it's working. Let's please concentrate here. We know data type. What are the data types you know in C++? Data type is basically two types. One is predefined data types. Another is belongs to user defined data types. What are the predefined data types are available in C++? We know that's integer, float, character, double. So these are the predefined data types are available. Plus, what the user defined data types are there? That may be employee, that may be a person class, that may be a book class, that may be any classes. We know to implement user defined data type, which architectures are required, class architectures are required. What the C++ telling here? C++ is telling here that we know the operators. What the operators are available in C++, like plus operator, minus operator, multiplication operator, division operator, any other operators also available. Whatever the operators are available in C++, please concentrate. Whatever the operators are available in C++, these operators works with predefined data type. There is no any problem. It's right. All the operators are supported by a predefined data type. But if I will implement these operators with user-defined data type, if I will implement this operator to work with user-defined data type, if I will implement that operator with user-defined data type, that will be an error. Means all the operators available in C++ works with predefined data type, but the operators available in C++ does not works with user-defined data type. If you want to implement these operators, if you want to implement these operators, if you want to implement these operators to work with user-defined data type, one mechanism, which mechanism is required? Operator overloading mechanism is required. If you will implement the operator overloading mechanism, what the operators are not working with user-defined data type, that operator work with the user-defined data type. So again, I am repeating. Basically, two types in C++: predefined data type and user-defined data type. Works with predefined, does not works with user-defined. Operates with predefined, does not works with user-defined. If you want to implement the operator want to implement the operators to work with user-defined data type, we have to implement one mechanism. That mechanism is known as what? Operator over. I think you understood what is the requirement of operator overloading. I'm just going. Time. To start with operator overloading. ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି ତ କ୍ଲାସ୍? ନାଇଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି। So I think what is the operator overloading? I think that's clear. Please confirm if any doubts. If any doubts, please confirm through your group. Moving there. If any doubts, please share. If no doubts, also please share. I will identify. Okay. Sangamitra, I got your point. Maximum students telling no doubts. Very few students are telling okay. Again, I am trying to explain. Please concentrate. If I will make the architecture, please concentrate here. Data type is basically two types in C++. One is predefined, one is predefined. Another one is belongs to user defined. Predefined and user defined. Acha, I'm just taking one example. Predefined means we can tell that's integer type. User defined means that's a person type. Just think that int is a predefined, we know. Person is belongs to what? User defined. Acha, integer variables, you know, I'm just changing my color. Let I'm writing x value is given 10, y value is given 20. I want to implement operator x is greater than y. Same thing, just think, person x is a variable having two property, name and age. Y is a variable having two property, name and age. C++ know previously, but C++ don't know previously what is a person. C++ know what is int. C++ don't know what is person. We have to explain what is person with the help of what? Classes. Right? Achha, what the operator we implemented here? Which operator we implemented? X is greater than y. So greater than operator here I implemented to work with integer. Greater than operator here I implemented to work with person. Yes, you know, greater than is nothing but that's an operator. That may be greater than, that may be smaller than, that may be plus, that may be minus. These are the operators are available in C++. We know that operators what are available in C++, it can work with predefined, but it cannot work with user defined. It cannot, because C++ don't know what is person. If you don't know what is person, then also you cannot identify how to implement operator with that data type. We created that one. We have to implement the logic, correct? You know, in person, two different members are there. That's a name and there is an age. C++ will identify, but I will compare with the help of greater than operator. So that's the confusion, right? C++ don't know how to implement greater than operator to compare to person object. Not only greater than operator, C++ don't know how to implement smaller than operator with person object. C++ don't know how to implement plus operator with person object. C++ don't know how to implement minus operator with person object. Why? Because this person is nothing but that's a user defined data type. C++ operator works with predefined data type, does not works with user-defined data type. But if you want to implement the operators to work with user-defined data type, we have to implement the logic. ये logic पहले से available नहीं है. That logic is required to implement in our program. And what is the logic we will write to implement? That logic is technically called what? Operator overloading mechanism. With the help of operator overloading mechanism, we can implement these operators to work with a user-defined data type. Again, I'm going to the group chat. If any doubts, please confirm me. Please confirm if any doubts you are getting. Okay. I got some message previously, some doubts again to repeat. Please, that student, please confirm again. Yes, it is clear. No doubt, sir. Right. So please concentrate. Please concentrate. What C++ is telling here? Next, we know what is the requirement of operator overloading. What is the requirement of operator mechanism? So what you can say, data type is basically two types in C++. How to give the answer? Data type is basically two types in C++. First one is predefined. Second one is user defined. Next, all operators like plus, multiplication, division, smaller than, greater than, all operators available in C++ only works with predefined, only works with predefined data type. Does not work with user defined, does not work with user defined data type. ये user defined data type के साथ काम नहीं करता है. User defined data types means we can tell classes. Class object के साथ ये operators काम नहीं करते. So if you want to implement the operators, to work with user defined data types or user defined data types jaha class is same thing. We know user defined data type is a much class. To implement the operators to work with user defined data types or class, we have to implement operator overloading mechanism. I think this definition is clear to all of you. What is the requirement of operator overloading? What to say? Data type is basically two types, predefined and user defined. All operators available in C++ only works with predefined, does not works with user defined. To implement the operators to work with user defined, we have to implement operator overloading. I think maximum interview, when you will attend the interview with this type of questions will definitely come. I know that C++ exam is not going to end. Oh, exam is right. I know that your C++ exam is not because of COVID-19. Your all exams are going to be suspended. So this concept is not required only for your exam. This concept to get a good job. Maybe Java, that may be Python, that may be plus object-oriented programming structure, compulsory question in any interview they will ask. And these are selected questions they will ask. Right? They will ask what is the requirement of operator overloading. And I think in the if you will tell this type of definitions, definitely you will definitely get some more confidence to attempt next question, right? अच्छा तो हो गया what is the requirement of operator overload. नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम लिखना है, स्टोरी से काम नहीं होगा. How to overload operator in C++. Any operator, plus operator, minus operator, मेरा प्रोग्राम के हिसाब से कौन सा ऑपरेटर चाहिए, ग्रेटर देन ऑपरेटर चाहिए. तो लेट C++ इज टेलिंग ऑपरेटर को ओवरलोड करने के लिए दो मैकेनिज्म होता है और दो तरीके से आप एक ऑपरेटर को ओवरलोड कर सकते हैं. व्हाट द वे? बाय यूजिंग फंक्शन, बाय यूजिंग फंक्शन. फंक्शन को लेके हम ऑपरेटर ओवरलोड कर सकते हैं. ऑल्सो बाय यूजिंग मेथड. तो आपको ये दोनों स्टाइल से कोई एक स्टाइल को चूज करना है. सही है. तो ऑपरेटर कैन बी ओवरलोडेड इन टू डिफरेंट वे, बाय यूजिंग फंक्शन और बाय यूजिंग मेथड. फंक्शन से भी हम लॉजिक इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं, मेथड से भी हम लॉजिक इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं. ऑपरेटर जो होते हैं क्लास के साथ काम नहीं करते हैं, तो अगर आप ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ ऑपरेटर का इस्तेमाल करना चाहते हैं, अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, ऑपरेटर ऑब्जेक्ट्स के साथ काम नहीं करता है. अगर आप ऑपरेटर को ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ इंप्लीमेंट करना चाहते हैं, इफ यू वांट टू इंप्लीमेंट विथ ऑब्जेक्ट्स, देन ऑपरेटर ओवरलोडिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड. ऑपरेटर कैन बी ओवरलोडेड इन टू डिफरेंट वे, by using function and by using method. So later I am just giving one example. Any operator we can take here, but later I am taking plus operator to explain this concept. But according to our program, which operator is required, maximum find out करना है तो greater than operator चाहिए था. But later I am not taking greater than example. I am just taking the example of plus. So you know this operation is not a valid operation. ये allow नहीं है. क्यों allow नहीं है C++ में? क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्ट है, ये ऑपरेटर के साथ किस तरीके से काम करना है वो नहीं जानते हैं, वो कोई भी ऑपरेटर क्यों ना हो. तो व्हाट C++ बोलता है, जब ये लाइन में आप एरर गेट कर रहे हैं, ये एरर को अवॉइड करने के लिए आपको एक फंक्शन लिखना है, नहीं तो आपको एक मेथड लिखना है. To avoid the error, what you are getting by implementing the operators with object. जो error आपको मिल रहा है ऑपरेटर का इस्तेमाल करने के टाइम किसके साथ, ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ, उसको अवॉइड करने के लिए आप फंक्शन लिखिए, नहीं तो आप मेथड का इस्तेमाल कीजिए. अगर आप फंक्शन लिखना चाहते हैं तो फंक्शन का नाम क्या होगा, इंपोर्टेंट. अगर आप कोई फंक्शन लिखना चाहते हैं, जस्ट रिमेंबर सिंटैक्स क्या है, ऑपरेटर प्लस फंक्शन का इस्तेमाल करना होगा. दिस इज फिक्स. फंक्शन का नाम हम चेंज करते हैं. प्लस ऑपरेटर को ओवरलोड करने के लिए व्हिच फंक्शन, ऑपरेटर प्लस फंक्शन इज रिक्वायर्ड. आड फंक्शन नहीं चाहिए, सम फंक्शन नहीं हो सकता है. फॉर एवरी ऑपरेटर सम स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन, स्पेसिफिक नेम इज रजिस्टर्ड. अगर मल्टीप्लीकेशन हुआ तो कौन सा होगा, ऑपरेटर मल्टीप्लीकेशन फंक्शन लिखा जाए. कितना पैरामीटर चाहिए, दो पैरामीटर चाहिए. एक पैरामीटर ऑब्जेक्ट 1 को हैंडल करेगा और एक पैरामीटर ऑब्जेक्ट 2 को हैंडल करेगा. तो ऑपरेटर प्लस इट विल टेक टू पैरामीटर, one is object as the parameter and object 2 as the parameter. राइट, ये हो गया आपका फंक्शन ओरिएंटेड. अगर आप यही ऑपरेशन को मेथड स्टाइल में इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे तो सिंटैक्स क्या हो, सिंटैक्स मेथड का कॉल आप जानते हैं, डॉट से मेथड को कॉल किया जाता है. तो ये लाइन का अगर आप मेथड कॉल करना चाहते हैं तो यू हैव टू इंप्लीमेंट ऑब्जेक्ट 1 डॉट which method, same operator method, and object 2 is the parameter. तो अगर आप ये दोनों स्टाइल में देखेंगे, फंक्शन स्टाइल एंड मेथड स्टाइल, आई थिंक मोर अंडरस्टैंडेबल इज द फंक्शन स्टाइल, बिकॉज मेथड स्टाइल इज समथिंग डिफरेंट. ऑब्जेक्ट 1 कॉल किया है एंड ऑब्जेक्ट 2 पैरामीटर है. फंक्शन में ऑब्जेक्ट 1 पैरामीटर भी है, ऑब्जेक्ट 2 भी पैरामीटर है, तो दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट पैरामीटर के हिसाब से ट्रीट हो रहे हैं. लेकिन मेथड में दो पैरामीटर नहीं होता है. कितना पैरामीटर होता है, एक पैरामीटर. सो फॉरगेट अबाउट द मेथड नाउ, बारे में अभी भूल जाइए. डोंट थिंक रिगार्डिंग मेथड, जस्ट थिंक रिगार्डिंग फंक्शन। तो मेरा प्रोग्राम के हिसाब से, अकॉर्डिंग टू माय प्रोग्राम, which operator I used? I think greater than operator. So which function is required to implement now? Yes, प्लस के जगह क्या लिखना होगा? ग्रेटर देन लिखना होगा। और कितना ऑपरेंड होते हैं ग्रेटर देन का इस्तेमाल करने के लिए? दो ऑब्जेक्ट होता है, एक 1 है और एक ऑब्जेक्ट 2 है। फंक्शन का नाम क्या होना चाहिए? ऑपरेटर ग्रेटर देन। तो लेट्स गो फॉर दैट। तो अगर आप प्रोग्राम देखेंगे, अभी तक ये प्रोग्राम के अंदर कोई भी ऑपरेटर ओवरलोडिंग का लॉजिक इंप्लीमेंट नहीं हुआ। ये प्रोग्राम के अंदर ऑपरेटर ओवरलोडिंग का लॉजिक हम इंप्लीमेंट नहीं किए हैं, इसीलिए ऑब्जेक्ट 1 इज ग्रेटर देन ऑब्जेक्ट 2। ये लाइन में अगर आप देखेंगे, ये लाइन का नंबर क्या है? आई वांट टू गेट द लाइन नंबर, सेट एनी। आई थिंक दैट्स नॉट विजिबल प्रॉपर्ली। देयर इज एन एरर, बोल रहा है कि आप जो बेटर ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ इस्तेमाल किए हैं, ये आप डायरेक्टली इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो ये एरर को अवॉइड करने के लिए आपको फंक्शन और मेथड दोनों से कोई एक चीज को इंप्लीमेंट करना है। फर्स्ट, फंक्शन को इंप्लीमेंट किस तरीके से करना है? ऑपरेटर ओवरलोड करना चाहता हूं बाय यूजिंग फंक्शन। सो यू नो व्हाट फंक्शन, फंक्शन का नाम क्या चाहिए? ऑपरेटर ग्रेटर देन फंक्शन, राइट? कितना पैरामीटर चाहिए? एक पैरामीटर चाहिए जो ऑब्जेक्ट 1 के साथ काम करेगा और एक पैरामीटर चाहिए जो ऑब्जेक्ट 2 के साथ काम करेगा। अच्छा, ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट है ये इंटीजर टाइप का ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है, ये फ्लोट टाइप का वेरिएबल नहीं है। ये कौन सा टाइप का वेरिएबल है? पर्सन टाइप का वेरिएबल है। यू नो फॉर्मेट के टाइप में डाटा टाइप स्पेसिफाई किया जाता है। यहाँ पे बोलेंगे कि जब भी कोई ग्रेटर देन ऑपरेटर का इस्तेमाल कर रहा है पर्सन ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ, तो आपको नेम को कंपैरिजन नहीं करना है। किसको कंपैरिजन करना है? एज को कंपैरिजन करना है। तो यहाँ पे लॉजिक लिखेंगे, बोलेंगे कि अगर ऑब्जेक्ट 1 का एज ग्रेटर देन हुआ ऑब्जेक्ट 2 का एज से, तो रिटर्न क्या करना है? रिटर्न 1 स्टैंड्स ट्रू, राइट? You know, relational operator that may be greater than, that may be smaller than, a relational operator always returns true or false। तो अगर ग्रेटर देन है तो ट्रू रिटर्न कीजिए, अगर ग्रेटर देन नहीं है तो क्या रिटर्न करना होगा? फॉल्स। फॉल्स के लिए कौन सा वैल्यू यूज किया जाता है? वेरी गुड, फॉल्स के लिए 0 का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। सो दिस 0 स्टैंड्स फॉर फॉल्स, वी कैन टेल। अगर ऑब्जेक्ट 1 का एज ऑब्जेक्ट 2 का एज से बड़ा है, ट्रू रिटर्न कीजिए, अगर बड़ा नहीं है तो फॉल्स रिटर्न कीजिए। तो आई थिंक आप एक फंक्शन के अंदर रिटर्न का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, और ये 1 एंड 0 जो है ये किस तरह का वैल्यू है? बुलियन टाइप। तो अगर कोई फंक्शन के अंदर रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट होता है तो फंक्शन का रिटर्न टाइप भी तो स्पेसिफाई करना होता है। तो ये जो फंक्शन है इसका रिटर्न टाइप क्या हो जाएगा? रिटर्न टाइप इज रिक्वायर्ड व्हिच टाइप? Boolean type. You can identify, I specified Boolean. Boolean is specified because I am returning or I have to return false. Let's check. If I will compile the program, you can identify now there is no error. अभी प्रोग्राम के अंदर कोई भी एरर नहीं है। पहले से एरर आ रहा था कि ग्रेटर देन ऑपरेटर ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ काम नहीं कर सकता है, लेकिन अभी बिल्कुल एरर फ्री है। एंड नाउ इफ आई विल रन, तो प्रोग्राम के हिसाब से मुझे ऑब्जेक्ट वन का नाम था राजा, उसका एज था, एंड ऑब्जेक्ट टू का नाम था रानी एंड उसका एज था 20। तो कौन ग्रेटर हो गया यहाँ पे? ऑब्जेक्ट टू। सो यस, आई कैन आइडेंटिफाई फ्रॉम द आउटपुट, यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई ऑल्सो object 2 is max. So that's why I'm getting Rani age is max. Why? Because Rani age is given 23. थोड़ा चेक कर लेते हैं, वैल्यू को चेंज करते। मान लीजिए ऑब्जेक्ट वन का जो वैल्यू है, अब एज को मैं यहाँ पे 42 में कन्वर्ट कर लेता हूँ। तो अभी कौन मैक्स हो गया? ऑब्जेक्ट वन इज मैक्स, मीन्स राजा इज मैक्स. If I will compile the program and if I will run, yes, I am getting, there is no error message. Smoothly, that is an operator trained now how to work with the person kind of object. Raja age is max. So in this program, we implemented operator overloading with the help of not method, with the help of what? Functions. यहाँ पर इस्तेमाल किए हैं फंक्शन का इस्तेमाल किया। फंक्शन क्यों? क्योंकि आप जानते हैं फंक्शन किसको बोला जाता है? फंक्शन जो होता है ये क्लास के बाहर होता है। ये जो फंक्शन हम लिखे हैं कहाँ? क्लास का बॉडी के बाहर है। तो क्लास के बॉडी के बाहर जो होता है वो मेथड नहीं होता है, वो क्या होता है? फंक्शंस होते हैं। तो आई थिंक दिस इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. आई एम जस्ट गोइंग फॉर माय ग्रुप चैट. इफ एनी डाउट प्लीज शेयर विथ मी. सो please share with me if any doubts. If no doubts, please also. Is my audio is not clear to all of you? Okay, yes. Specify what the. Is my audio is not clear to all of you? Is my audio is not clear? Please confirm, is my audio is clear or not? Is my voice is clear or not? Sanghamitra, is the program is clear for you? Sanghamitra, is that program is clear or the concept is where is the doubt? In program you have the doubt or in concept you have the doubt? Okay, concept. So I will write some another program to understand, not record to worry. But to worry. Is program is understandable? Jyoti Lakshmi, Sangamitra. Okay. Okay, okay. So we will take a break here, just 1 minute break. I'm just opening that if you have the note and pen and paper, first write, then again I will tell what the things are happening here. So if possible, first just write this program, after move for the discussion.
Everyone complete. Confirm, please. Confirm, everyone. Other rest, confirm. Complete.
Overload smaller than operator, write to the program and give me that program in your room.
Question number, write a program to overload.
Hello. Yes. What the program I implemented? I implemented a program to get the max person having the. So by using greater than operator. So what the task is given to you now? You have smaller than one, smaller than operator with person object. You have to implement smaller than operator with person object to find out the smallest person between them. Right? Don't use the smaller than operator, and what the changes are required according to program, right? So just write that program and share your program in your, just copy that program what you will write, and you have to send in group that program. So near about 35 students are there, so all students I will count 35 available in my group chat, right? According to that I will take that assignment, and I will tweak your present in your attendance. So please again open that program. Just look to implement smaller than operator to find the smallest person belongs to person class, and I think that's very easy to edit. So please complete that one and